Everybody's getting ready for collectively the NFL kickoff that just took place 1 hour ago. But, ladies and gentlemen, here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all music and wrestling matters, we're going to collectively kick off the weekend here with a group that, well, let's just say it transcends company after company, and they're going to be in multiple places at one this weekend. The following weekend, they've got a lot going on, and they're bringing championship gold with them, and they're going to talk about some things, and we're going to show you some things that they've been up to, and maybe we'll see a guy that was a destroyer come on our screen and maybe enlighten us. Well, we'll get to him because he's having technical difficulties, but we don't have technical difficulties with these guys here. These guys have been here, and this guy, well, I never thought I'd see him. I thought I'd have to slip on a banana peel to see him on Sportswire Radio, but I don't even have to do that. I've even got a surprise for these guys. No, nobody else is coming on outside the group, but I've got a gift because, after all, the holiday season starts a little early on Sportswire Radio, but I know everybody's been waiting for this. These guys have been waiting for it. I can't wait to say my favorite name. I can't wait to see this guy because I know in like a year from now, he'll forget who I am. And you, like I said, I thought I'd have to slip with a banana peel to finally meet you. I don't have to do that, but I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the intro that you've all been waiting for because our chat's waiting for it. I've been waiting to do it all day. In the famous words of Def Leppard frontman Joe Elliott, let's get rocked, because it is time to start this show off in style on Sportswire Radio, the number one global radio station where all music and wrestling matters. So with that, further ado here on the Sports Report. Number one, Gamble Sports Show from one of the premier factions around in all of wrestling. They are, simply put, the Collective. First, the man that is, simply put, the Banana Man. Stud and the reigning, defending USWA Universal Champion, who's always in red, but simply put, he is Daniel and the man who's recently wrestled the artist formerly known as Fuego del Sol, who will soon be one day on a WWE screen near you. He is the reigning, defending USWA Keystone State Champion of the world. He is the Psycho Killer, And the man who has destroyed his technical difficulties would have placed the mastermind between the leaders within the group of the collective. He's the kaiju of the squared circle. His name is The Destroyer, whose Wi-Fi has destroyed him. But fellas, how are we doing?
Let's go!
You say I'm a little appealing?
Yeah, I think that was definitely one of the interesting intros I've done. Yeah, that was interesting.
It was beautiful.
I loved it. I want that downloaded. I want that. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, I'm glad you liked it because you actually haven't been here before. This was a pleasant.
No, I haven't. It'd be my new text tone.
Well, you know what? I'll take that for my obituary. So I thought last week after I got my tooth implant, I would have my obituary. But once I get my obituary, whenever that time comes, I want that in there, Lestat. But fellas, it's definitely good to be with you. Maybe we'll see a figment of Ampo or some maybe a hologram version of Ampo to destroy it. Maybe that's what we need, a hologram of the Ampo to destroy it. But I'm about to slur my words, so let's cut to the chase here because, fellas, for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you and your group, the collective, have certainly helped build here, Sportswire Radio. I'm going first with the Banana Man Lestat. It is an absolute honor to have you here. Set the tables for us about what we're seeing here coming up in Mon Valley Pro Wrestling this coming Saturday.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you very much for the invite, and I love to see my brothers once again. I miss you guys. I wish I can be with you guys a lot more than I am. But I actually am in a semi-main event on Saturday in Mon Valley Pro Wrestling. It's in Charleroi. And it's a triple threat action. It is myself, and actually, I don't know if you know this or not, a former collective member, R.K. Sawyer.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, and well. I know him.
Brother Lion. The three of us are going actually triple threat for the MVP Monsters Championship. And may I say, this title is going to be bananas. B-N-N-A-N-A. No, stop. Later. Sorry about that.
No, that's totally okay. No, listen, obviously some people may not like bananas on their pizza, but maybe some do. But, obviously big match here, a lot on the line. And talk to me about the preparation here coming up because it's such a big match for you. Gold is on the line and we're less than 48 hours away.
Oh, yeah. I'm at the gym 3 days a week. I am now... I have my own ring, so I'm in that. Try to get 2-3 days a week. I'm doing yoga once a week. I'm doing plyometrics once a week just to get ready for it. I work in the mornings, but from the late afternoon to late night, I'm in the gym. I'm in a ring. I'm doing something. I'm running. I'm jogging. I'm doing whatever I can physically to be in tip-top shape because I stepped in the ring with Brother Lion and I lost. And I stepped into the ring with RK for many, many years, and we go back and forth. But nowadays, especially it being triple threat, I'm not going to take anybody easy. I'm just going to come at him full force, and I expect the same, and see what happens, I guess.
That's all you can do, really. I mean, ultimately, in a match like this with multiple opponents, that's what you're going to have to do here. And we'll certainly come back to that, and I'm excited.
That's the thing about Lestat, though. That's our biggest thing with Lestat is Lestat. You've been in how many triple threat, fatal four ways? I mean, the list goes on and on. Yeah. You've been in all these different types of matches with these different types of men. So
yeah.
There's a reason why you're here in the collective, and that is because you collectively can outwork everybody that you step in the ring with. So, brother, I have no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to walk out with a W.
Oh, little bro, that means so much, man. I appreciate that.
And what would that mean to you to bring home some gold then, Lestat? Back to the guys, obviously.
Because like what the collective is, when we formed it, it's about chaos and championships. The more gold we bring in, the better we'll be.
That's what we want here in this sport. And Ampo, hello. I think I'll say hello. We have a figment, a hologram version of Ampo, but we'll come back to you maybe. But I do want to say hello to Day James because Daniel Tafu, maybe Ampo will come in here. But you were also in action, my friend, alongside Ampo, and I want to talk about it because I have the poster here right in front of me. And we've got some championship gold also here in our sites. And yeah, Ampo is going to be in and out throughout the evening. So just get used to that, ladies and gentlemen. But I made the nice change here for us. And we've got it here coming up. And we've got the Redneck Outlaws that we're competing against. And talk to me, Dave Jameson, how you and Ampo are going to, well, let's just say, destroy and psycho kill those Redneck Outlaws coming up here less than 48 hours from now.
So we talk about the Redneck Outlaws, and
Yes.
This is now a team that we've kind of gone against. I believe this is our third or fourth time going against them, pretty much back to back. So we've kind of been able to dissect the way that they move, the way that they choose to use their presence in the ring. So this time we simply put in our promo like it's no more Mr. Nice. Respect them because we share a locker room with them, and we still love our fans and everything. But it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. It's no more just we're coming in there to get a job done. No, we're up there on a mission. We've been chasing these tag team championships for well over like 4 or 5 months now, and we still haven't gotten our hands on those championships. Even during our ladder match, the closest we got to those championships was quite literally fingertips. So this time, this Saturday, when it comes down to being in the ring with them again, we're handling business properly, and we're actually walking out with the tag team championships this time.
Oh yeah.
What's something interesting, and this is almost for all you guys, I'll get to Tafua in a minute, is that you guys could have multiple championships in your possession here by next weekend. We know Tafua next has a title match coming up in the WVWF. He's going to talk about that. He's going to talk about a man that I've had on Sportswire Radio on multiple occasions. A match I'm really excited about. You, Dave Jameson, alongside Ampo, have a chance to pick up those SCW Tag Team Championships, which you guys have been chasing. The Banana Man Lestat is definitely going to make sure his opponents trip up, especially RK Sawyer, to get the gold here in Mon Valley Pro. And you guys could have, if you think about it, the way the math could go, you guys could have 5 championships in your possession here by next weekend. You've got a title day. Tafua's got a title. You could have tag championships. You and Ampo. Lestat could have gold. And Tafua could have 6. WWF Hybrid Championship.
We'll have 6. Because Poe and Lestat are tag champs. Then me and Poe would be tag champs. And then Danny would be a 2-belt champion.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're talking about right now what you guys are facing is you guys could collect, well, almost some of all the major gold in the Mid-Atlantic. Think about this, right? We're looking at where you guys are going to be: Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia. I mean, I'm not good at many things. I'm certainly not good at the math because it should have been 6. I said 5. But the facts are is that in the Mid-Atlantic, you guys could collectively be, well, the belt collectors, if the way things are going to go in your favor by the end of next Saturday. Think about that for a second.
I like the sound of that. Belt collectors, the collective. Yeah. I like that.
Because you guys are going to collect, again, half a dozen championships. Think about that. What group? Find me a group across the Mid-Atlantic, ladies and gentlemen, that would have half a dozen championships in their possession. And that's what you guys could be doing, whether it's in Mon Valley, whether it's in SCW, or whether it's certainly with Mr. Tafua, which he's going to talk about in a minute, over in the WVWF. And that's what you guys could be collecting. You guys could be the belt collectors of the Mid-Atlantic. That's the way this could all shake in your favor by next Saturday.
Wow.
That math is mathing.
That ain't just a statement. That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what you guys could have. And I think that's why everybody should follow all of you individually. I got Dave Jameson's Instagram. I'm going to go with everybody one by one in a minute. I've got everybody up, but I think that's what we're facing. And we're excited about that. And I see Daniel Tafua is waiting for me to say it. And Daniel Tafua. Daniel Tafua! I mean, I could say that till I'm dead in the grave. Daniel Tafua, when I'm dead, I want to say that over and over out of my box. But Daniel Tafua, put that mask on because I love when you do. Your brothers love when you do because not too often you all get to see each other. And this is a match. I'll tell you what. It's going to be a September to remember for the collective. It is going to be a September to remember because you guys could have half a dozen championships to collect in your possession. And you are the last piece of this puzzle, Daniel Tafua, next Saturday in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Boy, do I have that building memorized. 325 7th Street in the Richardson building. I don't even need a teleprompter. I don't even need a photo. I could memorize that just like my home addresses, which I'm sure somebody would like to see, but we'll get to that later. But you, Daniel Tafua, first have to deal with a Chemical Valley gunslinger. And it's title for title, and you're going to tell us why you're going to infect the Chemical Valley gunslinger and infect him so much that you'll poison him with what you'll do, being the Samoan king that you are, to walk away with that WVWF Hybrid Championship.
You know something? That sounds really nice. As Daniel Tafua with 2 belts and a hybrid championship.
2 belt Fua.
Don't know what happened.
2 belt Fua. 2 belt Fua. All right,
to be honest,
it writes itself. It's so musical.
Enoch know what he got. If that's what he wants, so be it. 2 belt Tafua is going to be on the market pretty soon. Same as the collective of us collecting belts. I might be the newest member of this collective, but I think we're the smartest ones out of all the tag teams that's in this division.
But let me ask you, though, this is going to be a physical matchup. I mean, James Enoch is a man I've had on this platform a couple of times. He has definitely been in there, and he's put down some of the very best in the WVWF. We've talked about him with Cody Maverick. We've talked about him with Phoebe Harper. I know Courtney's here, and I know that's going to certainly be a sensitive spot there for her. Obviously, we look at his past within the group in the Institute, and it's going to be a war for you, Daniel Tafua. I mean, you're having a chance to certainly collect your destiny for this group and put this group certainly in the stratosphere in the Mid-Atlantic. But James Enoch has talked about how he wants to make the hybrid championship, the measuring stick championship in the WVWF. And in order for you to get past him, you have to get through all of what he's done and what he wants to do with this championship.
You know what? Yeah, that's true. But also, this belt right here contains why I'm a fighting champion. This belt shines and glistens. And when James Enoch sees this, it's probably because he wants to wrestle for this. He wants to put his title against mine. He knows my title means more than anything. But when that hybrid championship comes back to me, then he won't have nothing except for the Institute.
And I do want to remind you, Daniel Tafua, and I want to remind Day and the Banana Man for this, so don't slip when you hear this. But, you were it was funny. The banana splits. But, a couple of weeks ago, you were here last on Sportswire, Daniel, and, there was a rare bird and a hype man who seemed to have their sights on your championship, and everybody seems to have your championship in their crosshairs, and now you have somebody else's championship in your crosshairs. And I mean, how are you going to deal with that pressure?
This is bananas. B-N-N-A-S.
I can deal with the pressure. They just see that I am a big threat to them.
The biggest threat. Put that on the map. The biggest threat.
There you go.
The Samoans have been taking over all of 2025. Can we be honest here? Let's
talk
about
listen,
more than 2025, more like ever, but yeah.
No, you're right.
No, but I think this the last few years it's like been magnified times 10. I mean, there is a point to be made. You're kind of that guy right now in the Mid-Atlantic, Daniel Tafua. I mean, you are kind of that guy, and that's what, and listen, what you've been doing is defending this championship in multiple places against multiple opponents. You've been in other places, in other faces, with other names. Let's say a JCW, certainly a Juggalo or two. Maybe you heard of them, to bust a rhyme here. Maybe he'll drop a bar on here. Then Jay Jameson, but I mean, that's what you have a chance to do for this group. You may be the newest member, but you might have the most important match of them all, because if everything goes in the favor of Ampo and Day, which we just talked about in SCW, we know what Lestat's got in front of him in Mon Valley Pro. You could be the man that has the most important match to make this group kind of the bloodline of the Mid-Atlantic. You're going to collect and belt collect and be that group, and you're that. And how fitting, you're the Samoan, and you have a chance to put this group in dynasty territory. You got maybe the most important match of them all coming up next Saturday, if everything breaks in your guys' favor.
And that's why Tafua Island will always reign supreme.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I actually faced Tafua before he joined the Brotherhood for that championship he has on that shoulder, he spiked me so hard I thought I saw colors. I woke up back in the 3rd grade.
See, and that's the thing with us. Like, that's why I love us so much, because like we all have like at least gotten in the ring with each other at least once.
Yeah, I've talked about you guys. Listen, I mean, some of you have tagged together, some of you wrestled against each other. I've talked about you in different places, figure it out. And yeah, once upon a time. But now you've come together as a group. And in some ways, I've been following you guys for a while. I've been following you guys now for about a year. I've seen you guys on the platform multiple times. You, the Banana Man, you've not tripped up here. You've come to the platform. You haven't slept. You're in the right place.
Yeah.
And I've known of you from obviously different shows, different guys. But I look at what all of you bring to the table, and I'll throw Ampo in there, between the size, the strength, the versatility, the youth, and where you guys are in your careers. I think that this is why you guys all complement each other so well, because in watching you guys in different places, I think you all bring something to the table that collectively makes you guys what you guys could be by next Saturday. That is the bloodline of the Mid-Atlantic and the belt collectors of the Mid-Atlantic.
Alas, someone gets it. That's great. I love it.
A little bit of second too sweet action. Know what I'm saying?
But talk about that how you guys, have been in the ring with each other. You've been against each other in the ring. But I think what you guys bring to the table all complements each other so well.
Yeah, that is true.
I think
I literally had y'all chase me out of a building before. Like,
I remember that. I remember that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to actually bring that up because you kicked my shoulder out of place.
Well, you can bring it up. You're alive now. You might as well. I mean, there's people here in the chat, which we'll get to. So by all means, definitely rub salt in
I
the
know.
wound.
I was gonna say the last time me and Day actually were against each other. We were actually after the main event of some show, and he got in my face. And then, some stuff went happen.
Yeah, I remember that. Actually, I do remember that. Yeah, we're not going to go mention that. Yes, I do remember that. Very
all
well.
right.
I did no such thing.
All things aside, we appreciate you for your hard work also.
I guess you could say that company cease and desisted, but that's not that company. But yeah.
But you know what? It kind of brings us closer. That some of us turn on each other or do other things, but it makes you realize that
I got paid. I got paid a pretty penny. Okay,
and that's understandable, bro.
And now you weren't paid in hot dogs, though, right? You were paid.
No.
It was handshakes.
Like,
I heard about that. Yeah.
I got paid a pretty penny, and then after I realized what I did, after I kind of snapped out of what had happened, I decided that it was a terrible idea, so I left.
Yeah.
And guess what? That terrible idea, and you left, and the first person's door you knocked on.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't.
Was it red? Was the door red, Daniel? Tafua, was it red?
Oh yeah, most definitely the door was red, and all
Oh.
you seen was this out the door.
Oh. I see.
See, stuff like this, like it just proves that like we could hate each other, we could love each other, we could face each other, we could team with each other, and that just and that we're family, and that just shows it. And people just say, "Oh, we're just a faction. We just do this, we just do that." No, we're family. Like I've seen most of these people for years, even I came over to a certain promotion years ago, and I saw a young Day and young Tafua in the ring training, and I had to get in the ring with them and scrapple a little bit, and I found out that they both have amazing potential. And we just hung out, and pretty soon we just became brothers. And just like all families, we fight, we get along, we hang out, we fight. It's a thing.
I was gonna say I fought with him. Like if we're shooting here, like I fought with his family fought with me, but we still all love each other. Like things have legitimately all cracked off to where like we could have very much not been a faction anymore. Like things could have broke that bad.
No, but I think that listen. I think that's what you said about family before I get to Ampo as a comment in the chat. But I think that's anybody that's successful in wrestling or anything in life. When I used to cover basketball, I would talk to college basketball players. I'd never forget. I would sit down with them and I would talk with them. They'd always say, Tom, the key to success is having a family-like atmosphere. And you guys like each other. That's why it's not just, okay, the promoter or the booker put us together. We're a faction. And no, you guys... And I've covered you guys in certain places that have ceased and desisted. No, not that place. But you know what I'm saying. And listen, I've seen you guys firsthand. You know each other. There's a familiarity. And I think that's why you guys are going to be successful. And Ampo did want to say that his Wi-Fi got destroyed, but he still is the kaiju of the squared circle.
Oh my gosh!
Just not of his.
No, because there's a backstory on that.
Yeah, he said it. Unfortunately,
there's a backstory behind that. Can we talk about that live on Sportswire?
As long as we're not mentioning Jim Miller in there.
No, there's no Miller name being done. There's no Miller.
Yeah, go for it at this point. Yeah.
So, and all right. So I work for this company. They're called 880. They run Thursday night fights, TNF down in Southside in Pennsylvania.
I think I know you. I think I've talked about them before. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I know.
So
who they are.
I went down there for a booking, and I told Poe because he was free the day, and I'm like, yo, if you're not doing anything, come watch me. I'm close to you. He comes down, and he has his face on, and it was a free show. He wasn't even in their building, and they kicked him out of the show. I was first match. He saw my entrance, and that was it. And I never worked for that company ever again. Speaking of which, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing a collective T-shirt, it's because it's still down with that promotion.
Oh, well, you know what? That's obviously very understandable. I can certainly understand why you wouldn't be wearing that shirt. But I'll tell you what I will do is you're on Instagram, and I'm going to put your Instagram back up in a minute. I'm going to put your YouTube up. So go give Day a follow. Go give Lestat a follow. Go give Daniel Tafua a follow. And you know what? While I have it in front of me, I'm going to do this because I like to collectively give you guys things because, you guys will be collecting all the belts in the Mid-Atlantic by next Saturday night. And it's Collective Day on all Sportswire radio platforms.
That's what's up.
I'll give you all the physical copy when we're done. We'll give it to Ampo. Hopefully, Ampo doesn't have technical difficulties reading it. But we'll definitely give you guys this, and congratulations. And next time you come on, maybe we'll put the group in the Hall of Fame because you guys will be the belt collectors. So after next Saturday, when you guys have half a dozen championships, we can do a little Hall of Fame certificate for you guys, and hopefully that'll make up for lost time. And congratulations, fellas. But there you have it. But before I get to the chat, I did want to ask actually something, Day, that you did that I thought was pretty cool. And I think Tafua was there. Well, I saw you last month at the NAACP thing. That was pretty cool. What was that like? I thought that was a really cool thing that I said when I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, I wish more people would do things like that. I thought that was such a cool thing, helping out the community. You want to talk about that experience for a few minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. So NAACP, my cousin works with that organization.
Nice.
So uh, there was a death in the family, so I ended up like
I'm
getting
sorry.
reconnect with some of my family members who like I just haven't spoke with in freaking years, and once we kind of got reconnected, there was a lot of similarities there. There were a lot of like different things that we kind of had going on in our lives, but all kind of matched up. Um, so I let her know, like, yeah, I'm a professional wrestler. I took my championship to the funeral home with me, took pictures with the family with the championship. It was kind of cool. Um, but they reached out like, hey, we're trying to have like special guests pop out, and it's in McKeesport. You're from McKeesport. We would love to have you. And I'm like, yeah, like anything, if I can give back to my city, like I'll absolutely. What can I do to help? Like I don't want anything. Just like, what can I do to help? I'll show up with everything that I need. Just tell me what I need. Danny actually just kind of popped up. Him and our favorite referee of all time, Ian Graves.
Oh yeah. We know.
Yeah.
Ian.
They were.
Don't tell
They
Andrew
were.
Lovelace and Max Hammer about him, but yeah, we
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So they were kind of out and about, traveling the good old Western Pennsylvania area, and decided to come down. And Tafua being Tafua, we always have our championships with us. So he came down and he just kind of sat at my table with me. We chopped it up with the kids. We had some Spanish speaking families there. We had
Oh, that's
some
very nice.
Asian families, some black families, white families. So we had a bunch of diversity. I got to go to like my first colored church, which was absolutely an amazing experience.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that, like going to like like a Baptist church or
Yeah,
going to like the church is like it's almost like a concert, man. It's
yeah,
like
it was.
really.
Yeah, it was a very unique experience. That if anybody has ever never experienced that, I advise y'all to go do it once in your life, because I promise you, you
Yeah,
will
I
feel
talked to a
Jesus in
friend
that
of mine. He went
moment.
to. I had a friend of mine go to one of those like a month ago, and he said it was like, man, I didn't know they had church like this. If the church was like
Yeah,
this, I would have went, every day from, when my parents told me to go to church.
yeah, yeah. It's like a spiritual awakening once you're in
Yep.
there. They go
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was real fun. We got to chop it up with the kids. They made us feel like we were superheroes, and in a world of like today, man, like just trying to be someone's inspiration. If somebody can just catch any type of inspiration from you, that to me at least means a lot.
Yeah.
Because I remember being those kids. I remember like if there was someone like big that would come to our town, like trying to meet them, trying to see them, and them just being like they always say don't meet your idols, and I don't want someone to have that like impression of me.
No, well, you guys, we're very happy to meet you guys here on Sportswire, and go give a sub to the Banana Man's YouTube channel. Go hit the sub button for days. Go follow Tafua's. I'm gonna put it up, and you guys are definitely doing a great job representing our sport, and you guys are awesome. And we're so honored to have you on here, and we're so honored that Ampo had got destroyed with his Wi-Fi tonight. We're so honored that Ampo's Wi-Fi.
2 free shows, damn it.
Two for the price of one. Let's get to the chat. They want to talk to you. You guys are important people.
What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
The collective. We love the collective. Yes, we do. We do. There we go. Daniel
Love from West Virginia. We love that.
I love West Virginia, by the way. I love the state of West Virginia. Apparently, the pepperoni rolls are the greatest thing on earth. But Zilla's here. Thank you, Zilla.
What's up, Zilla?
What's going on?
Autumn, what's going on, Autumn?
Courtney's here. Courtney, obviously, we love Courtney.
Hi.
Courtney's
Surprise.
Here.
Don't rain all the time.
Yeah. You know what? This was definitely one that a lot of
Don't
people
forget about the pizza, man.
Well,
6,
Courtney's
7,
going to be back on. Courtney's here, and she's definitely enjoying it. Thank you, Courtney. We love Courtney. Want to say hello to my friends in the great state of Ohio also. Hubie Jenkins in the EWA would like to say greetings. Thank you, Hubie. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you.
Y'all know that song? Jennifer.
Just hi. That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, well, Omen Black was like, what did we just see with Ampo's Wi-Fi? Well,
yeah.
destroyed. My kids loved the Banana Man at the last MVP show. Well, yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
We want to surprise the people. There you go. There you go.
We did not call you Charles. I didn't call you.
Charles.
Well, you know what?
Say
Between
hello to
that
the
and when you
millions.
team with Godric Sandwell and the devil in the blue coat or the purple coat, that's quite a team there. Yes, it's Omen's platform, and that's what we're getting tonight. How we doing? And he loves bananas for the shape, and I think Ampo's trying to quote LL Cool J, don't call it a comeback, because Ampo is trying to come back here. So
Lord have mercy.
is he a banana vampire? Are you a banana vampire, Lestat? I don't think so. I don't.
No,
think
I'm just a banana man. As actually, Lestat has been a nickname since junior high. I can't seem to shake, but I am who I am, so it's all
Maybe
good.
you like banana shakes, right? Do you like do the banana shake and stuff? And
I love banana shakes.
I see the flag. Is it true? Could it be true? Is it you?
He's back. No, we'll find out. Hello to Omen. Yes, thank you to everybody tuning in. And speaking of you, Daniel Tiffany, everybody else, the rare Chris Phoenix, a man that we was trying to get some gold in DCW, and I hear that the promoter of DCW is coming to Sportswire in a few weeks, and maybe he'll book the collective on his next show coming up. That would be a good idea. Yeah, he's coming.
May I ask who?
You could, yeah. You could ask who it is. Yeah, he'll be here October the 3rd. You can certainly do that. Yeah, I'll tell you right now for the audience. It's Tony. You have Tony here who's going to be here. Yes, Tony's here. He reached out. It was like, hi. Yeah, we love him. Yes, and Tony. He was like, hey, do you know? He's like, hey, do you know who I am? I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. No, you are. I know who you are. I've definitely heard of you. And he's like, have you heard of my company? I'm like, yes, I have. And would you like to come on Sportswire? And, we said, consider that done. So, yeah, he'll be here, and we're excited about that. And the Birdman himself will be here. The bird's the word. The bird. We have a lot of birds on Sportswire. A lot of birds.
Birdman, let's go.
The Birdman will be here October 3rd. He'll be here, I think, right around 9 o'clock. So, yeah, the Birdman will be here. So maybe between Chris Phoenix and the Birdman, Ampo is
just popped out and smell like daisies.
Hologram version.
That's so cool.
And good match. And she'll be cheering for our Arc. Sorry about that, Lestat. She'll be cheering for Arc.
It's fine. I'll be holding the title up. It's all good. I'll be holding the title up when I win. It's all good.
It's gonna be a banger of a match. Can't wait for Saturday. Me too. It's a good one. Banana Man kind of looks like the singer of Cold Chamber, Des Ferrara, and Devil Driver.
Yeah, thanks for the compliment, man. I love those bands.
Great band. Listen, Devil Driver was you never know. They might come on Sportswire. But Ampo got destroyed again. He's not down for the count, but he keeps trying to get back up. He's trying to get back up.
His Wi-Fi is on the last string right now.
Well, you know what? He's on that one bar. He's on that one bar. He needs to drop one more bar. Maybe
he's in Japan, man.
I think maybe he just has to put. Maybe he just needs to hang his phone up a little bit up. Maybe he needs to put his phone out the window or something.
You know what? Maybe I hate to say it because everybody's talking about Megan Trainor on this, but maybe his Wi-Fi is on Ozempic and he's losing Wi-Fi.
You might got the Japan McDonald's Wi-Fi.
You know what? We've seen people on Sportswire with McDonald's Wi-Fi before. I am not surprised. But he's not getting a Happy Meal out of that, unfortunately. His Wi-Fi is not happy. I mean, what can I tell you? Give Day a follow on Instagram. He does good Wi-Fi. Here's what the Rare Bird wants to say. I can't wait to see the collective across from us someday in the ring. That is going to be a match.
Do not listen. You are signing up for your own death wish, okay? If I'm going to kick my brother's shoulder out of place, what the hell do you think I'm going to do to you? I'm sorry.
Well,
and if you want the psycho, just say that because I've really been itching to fight somebody as of recent. Like the whispers are getting louder again because we got Tafua in the group. It's just making life so much harder for me because I got back on my medication. I was cool. I was chilling. Then trying to keep it PG for the TV 14 audience. But then you got freaking Tafua who just pops again with all the whispers and the talking and the voodoo magic.
You do know that Daniel Tafua is basically, Daniel Tafua, I hope one day you take over Sportswire because I just love you saying Tafua, Daniel Tafua. You just smile lights the room. It's red already, but it just my face lights up almost
But it is awesome. But when he smiles at you in the ring and comes running at you a million miles an hour, you better watch out.
That's why I'm staying right here and not getting in the ring. That's why I am not. I'm sure there's some wrestlers here that would love to see me in the ring and want 5 minutes with me. But I'm Daniel Tafua. I'm staying here, and I just want to see you light up the room as you always do on Sportswire.
Most definitely.
That boy split me in half during training, man.
By the way, if you want to get trained, Ampo's got his own circle, which I'm going to put up on Instagram here in a few minutes. So stay tuned for that. And I would remind Mr. Phoenix's tag team partner, the hype man Dan Lasers, after what he went through with Chase Maddox, does he want the rest of you guys? Maybe not. Maybe not so much, right?
Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I went 3 rounds Black Strolls match with Chase Maddox.
Yeah, yes, you did. I do know you wrestled him. Yes.
So if Lasers wants a piece, then all he has to do is not now. Ask, and he shall receive.
Well, you know what?
I remember the staple gun. That's what I vividly remember of that night. You asked me if I wanted it.
He's gonna hype himself up, but you know what? Since we're here, and Ampo is out there. You want to go out there and join the dojo. You can do that there because actually, by the way, Ampo announced the dojo here on Sportswire. I just want to remind people in case they were caught napping, but he did announce that here on Sportswire. So his Wi-Fi may have been destroyed. He may have Ozempic-like Wi-Fi, but in the ring, I guarantee you, he definitely isn't Ozempic-like with his Wi-Fi or his chops and everything else he does in the ring. So please go out there. Follow him on Instagram, and you can be rest assured that his Instagram DMs don't tap out or get destroyed. So follow him, and shout out to my buddy who was here on the show 2 days ago, a man that booked Mr. Ampo. At the time, Van Hansen wanted to say hello to Ampo. So Ampo, if you're out there, Van Hansen says he likes booking you, and maybe you'll come back.
Van Hansen's awesome. Van Hansen's awesome, dude. I worked with him once, too. He's pretty cool.
I gotta tell you about Van Hansen, by the way. You'll never guess this. I'm actually doing a voiceover for Van Hansen's got a YouTube series. He's doing an anime show starting tomorrow, and I'm one of the voices. And you'll never guess. I'm voicing a ham. Yeah, a ham. I'm not as good as a ham sandwich apparently on the mic, but apparently in an anime show, I'm as good as a ham sandwich. So I'm voicing a ham in an anime show. I'm working on stand-up comedy. That's what I'm doing. Working on stand-up.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm trying. You know what? Because you guys want to give me the hook, so I'm going to get to more people in the chat. Let's get to a super chat here. By the way, happy Collective Day from Hubie.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that. And if you'd like to support Mr. Van Hansen and you want to watch the new series tomorrow, Grungy, you can do that because I can't crunch too much in my teeth right now, but you can see the show. It'll be tomorrow, and go follow Van Hansen and tell him you want to get booked on his next show and that I sent you. So just to let you know, if you want to get booked on his next amplified shows at the end of the year with Enterprise, tell him I sent you, and I'll make sure to give you guys all his info. So yeah, we'll take care of you guys.
We had a booking in there somewhere from Amplified. And
his partner Kid Mike's having a baby, so they're taking a few months of a break. That's why you haven't got booked yet because they're having baby duty.
Hey,
maybe
amen. God bless him.
You know about it, Day. You guys know about it.
Yeah. God bless him.
Yes, Kid Mike's a good man, and Daniel Tafua has an Instagram page he doesn't use, but follow him anyway. Yeah, and Jade wants to say hello. How you doing, everybody? Having fun. I want to say hello to the hall monitor who knows you, Dave. But by the way, I want to tell you about this guy. You remember him, Dave Jameson? Because when you came on here, he was a little bit jealous of you, Justin Parsley, the hall monitor of Sportswire. He was definitely, he was jealous of the hair. He was so jealous of your luscious locks. He cut his hair, by the way, because he saw your hair. He saw your in-ring skills, whether it's been against Revenue, whether it's been against certainly KJ Orso, whether it's been.
How come every time I'm in the ring with somebody who's like somewhat of a name, they gotta cheat to beat me? This is like Garbino. This is
because they're jealous. So
they can't win fair and square because they collectively have to find ways
to beat me. Because I'm just that psychotic. Yeah, come get some. Want some? Come get some.
I'm up there a little bit, and you beat me. So.
Okay, Tafua, you got a point. Good job. Proud of you.
Good point. And thank you, hello to everybody. Thank you, Zella. And thank you, Ampo, for not tapping out in the chat.
Yes,
I'm
thank
just glad William Renee. Yeah, I'm just
Ah,
glad.
Wait, do you have a bleep button? Do you have a bleep button?
I do. You know what?
Alright,
I would love to use it. Go for
So
it.
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to hit that bleep button for me.
Do it.
Ready?
Do it. Do it. You ready?
William Renee.
Do it again. Do it again.
well,
William Renee. William Renee.
William Renee has he's been a thorn in the collective sides over
For
at Cheap
months!
Shots lately too. So
Yeah, I saw that.
the 27th actually we'll be trying to face William
They're so
Renee in Cheap
scared that
Shots.
they don't even book me at Cheap Shots anymore because they know as soon as I get my hands on William Renee, it's game over for me.
And and I do want to remind you, that's how I actually know you, Day Jameson, because Thomas Taft was in the ring with Daniel Tafura last show, by the way. But I won't bring that up for you. I won't remind you, Daniel. But
At least you didn't get pinned.
Yeah, Ampo has McDonald's Wi-Fi. He's basically saying Ox is translating that he has basically McDonald's Wi-Fi. And thank you, Ox, for the shirt. He gave me a shirt, by the way. Ox is the man. I'm wearing that shirt Saturday, by the way, because the man that he put down, Kato, is going to be here. So yeah, I'm going to wear that shirt Saturday. Yes, Kato.
No way.
The controversial one. Yeah, he's been in Carnage. He's been in all these different places in the Midwest. Yeah, you've probably seen him. He's been on here a bunch of times. Somebody's here, a fan of yours, by the way. You have a fan. You have a fan. If you're here, by the way, hit the sub button for us, and we'd appreciate that. Give a follow to Day on Insta, and who else we got here in the chat? Hit the sub button for Day on YouTube. Obviously, you have a big fan. Hit the sub button for the Banana Man. Don't slip on a banana peel, and go hit the sub button for him. And don't tell him about, or don't remind Andrew Lovelace and Max Hammer about that, because then they will slip on a banana peel. But you guys might want that. You got a sub, by the way. How Hubie is sub for both you guys. Thank you, Hubie, for doing that. Thank you, Hubie. And Ampo can teleport.
I know, wasn't that
I knew it.
That was actually insane because he wasn't there and then just boom.
But the time, maybe it's the time difference, because what is it like? He's like 12 hours ahead, so maybe
I don't know where he's at. He's somewhere either behind me or in front of me. All I know is
he's like, where in the you know what is fellas is where in the world in Carmen, San Diego is still is still a thing. Maybe that's what he is. And speaking of my friends, our friends in Iowa want to ask you this question. Does the collective travel? We would love to see the collective in the IMF. Have you guys ever been to Iowa?
Road trip.
We have yet to been to Iowa, and I will say that I have talked to y'all down at IMF beforehand. Mm-hmm. We had scheduled a booking for at least me and Poe to come out, but all of us hop in a car and we will freaking travel. Like we love to travel as a group. All the time, you'll always get me, Ampo, and Dan in the car. Lestat, we need to get you in the car. We need to like actually travel outwards with you because it gets frustrating that we have the three of us and not all four of us because we're stronger in numbers. So yes, contact any one of us. Brian Selfridge on Facebook. You'll hit up Banana Man. Daniel Tafua on Facebook. You hit up Danny.
I can. You know what? Actually, I can handle that. I can certainly connect the proprietor to some of you who he hasn't spoken to. I think that the proprietor would be just fine with yours truly making the introduction. I know the proprietor for a very long time. I think he would be okay with that. And I think some of my brothers in Iowa would be very, very, very happy to talk to you guys.
I know there's an El Drago down there somewhere.
Yeah, you know that he's a Samoan dragon. You remember him, Mr. Daniel Tafua.
I was actually about to just bring that up. Since we are going to Iowa.
Day, you were talking to me off there. You're like, what are we going to talk about? And I was telling you, he's like, yeah, like, this is Sportswire. This is like no other podcast. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Go ahead, Tafua.
Speaking of Il Drago, if we do go down there, that's the main person I might get my hands on.
You should tell him, And by the way, you know what? Just to remind you, he's got championship gold. He's got their United States championship. So when you go beat James Enoch, if you are so lucky to beat him next Saturday, and you bring home half a dozen championships to the collective, if you have time before the year is out, maybe you can collect another championship. And you know what they would call that? 7 belts? They would call that the Magnificent 7. You guys would have the magnificent number of 7 championships across, the United States now. So if you are so lucky, Mr. Tafua, and you can be a double champion, Tafua 2 belts, and then you can wrest that United States Championship belt for Mildrago. I mean, boy.
I'll be a hybrid Universal United States champion.
Roman was never that.
That has a nice ring to it.
You know what? A hybrid Universal United States champion. Daniel Tafua. Roman was never that. Rocky was never that.
Nope.
Jay and Jimmy? Nah.
Nope, not even close.
Jacob? Nah. Nobody.
We'll know who the king of relevancy is.
Yoko wasn't that.
Nah.
I mean,
Umaga wasn't.
Well, Naomi's technically had a baby in a women's championship. She can't beat that. She technically had a baby in the woman.
Hey, that's some cool. Hey, congratulations to Naomi.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I gotta say, having a baby in the stomach and a title at the same time. You can't beat that, Daniel. I'm sure you could see that, but you could be V Samoan. I mean, you could be V. Maybe you'll be the greatest Samoan champion around of all time. 3 championships in one. The hybrid Universal United States champion. I mean, story itself writes its own.
I
acknowledge you, Daniel Tafua. I would acknowledge you.
I love you, Tafua.
That's why it's
sound of that
day on here. You guys want to get to some more people in the chat? The chat want to talk to you. I don't even have to ask you questions. Yeah, they got a lot of things to say about you. I'm sure they do. Yeah, thank you, Hubie, for that. We will see the guys here on Tuesday night. Please hit the sub button for them. Who else we have here in the chat? Okay. His Wi-Fi is doing its best, but unfortunately, dial-up would be better. I have to ask: does anybody still use dial-up?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm probably the worst one to ask.
I was gonna say, who uses dial-up? So bring it. I'm not afraid of any challenge. The rare bird certainly wants to fly into that collective challenge, huh?
A 1-on-1 Chris Phoenix against Dave Jameson against the title.
That's
an interesting one. How about
put me in a damn handicap match with him and Hype Man and Lasers?
That's what they want. You know what? It's funny you said that. Daniel Tafua. You remember that a few weeks ago on Sportzwire? That's exactly the storyline we had here.
Yep. So
I don't know.
It's going to be a 2-on-2.
Well,
Dave Jameson and Tafua. I wonder what that will mean as what they call a collective what? Recognition?
I'll tell you what. I mean, listen, hands up. But the Boogeyman, by the way, speaking of champions, he's the IMF World Champion. He just disposed of an indie icon in the Midwest, Damian Saint. He just disposed of him. And he says, if Dave wants a fight, well, my guy, I don't shy from a fight. I mean, the Boogeyman wants you. He's the hardcore god, and he just put down a saint. He just put down down as a psycho killer.
Hardcore. Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't excite me.
He put down. Let me tell you what he did.
Calculations.
Let me tell you what he did his last 2 months.
Hardcore champion.
Well, and let me tell you what he did his last 2 shows. He put down a GTS hardcore god, and then he put down a saint. That's what he did in his last 2 shows. GTS 1 million subs, put that guy down. He's coming back for more.
Rad Dad? Did he take down Rad Dad?
Gabe Sayers, who was the hardcore champion in GTS. Rad Dad was the legendary YouTube, and then he was the Intercontinental champion. Then actually, who he dropped the title to was Adara Spiral, who's known in the New Jersey indie scene. She's been in UCW. She's been in LTW, almost north of you guys, almost north, yeah. Let me get to some more comments because Ampo's Wi-Fi didn't tap out on this. We've, as a family, have beat each other up senseless and did it with a smile. Imagine what are we gonna do to people we kind of like.
And how?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to be near you guys and who's arguing for pass the chicken. Boy, pass the bread, pass the butter.
I had fans come up to me saying that me, Day, and Ampo got the meanest chops in the wrestling business.
Well, that's some business there. Yeah, we'll get to some more business in the chat. Hello to Omen. Collective versus the House of Wolves. I'll peel a banana man with one arm because Ox says
You won't dare touch the banana man. You gotta go through me and Tafua and Poe in order to get to banana man. You better watch yourself, buddy.
Well, don't trip on a banana peel. The other
I'm taking a guess that Iowa is definitely calling the collective name.
Yes,
Iowa
so.
likes to call you guys.
I'll bring both arms and all my banana buddies too.
Please do.
He'll even bring
Yes, Charles. Yes, that means you. That means you, Charles.
Yes, Charles. We might have to bring Steve for the trip.
Charles
things are getting nasty now.
Mighty Lake said he's ready for the trip.
Well, I'll tell you what. While you're here, go give the Banana Man a sub on YouTube, and you can watch some prior content. Just ignore the previous name of the place he worked, but some of them you can acknowledge. I said some of them you can acknowledge, but go give him a sub on YouTube. You can find out who he is, and go do that there. But let's get to some more comments. We got more people here that want to chat. I don't have to ask you guys questions anymore. We'll just go with the chat. Who else we got here? Yep, go hit the sub for Van Hansen. He'll book you guys next too. Another company to book. And speaking of people, by the way, just want to remind you.
Donut Man. Hello.
Maybe I should bring the Donut Man on Time to Make the Donuts. Maybe he'll come on one day. Nah,
hey, Nene. I'll see you the 27th, Nene.
I need you to prepare the button.
Okay. All right.
William Renee. William Renee. William Renee.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're
welcome. That was fun. Speaking of people that you guys have been in the ring with, tagged alongside, and a bunch of different things.
My broski, I miss him too.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and prosperity, Godric. We love you.
I've seen him in RWA, WVWF recently. I mean, right? He's been also another traveling man. I mean, you've all traveled with in some form. Some of you literally have traveled with him in a car. I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who's driving when you're in the car with Godric? Is Godric driving, or who's going? Who's driving? Who's going shotgun?
You know Godric's driving. He's the classic gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Glasses on, cigar in the mouth, classic tune.
Basically, like he's riding in a limo.
Yeah.
Godric.
I mean, come on. What else do you expect from him? It's Godric. Right?
I know. It's duly noted. That would be one interesting car, right? How you doing? There you go, Charles. Thank you very much. And Godric with the championship. I forgot that it exists.
That was the Three Rivers Championship. Yeah.
Oh, we can say that on Sportzwire. We're not bleeping that out. The road indeed beckons all who pursue. Been more than kind to yours truly.
Okay, so what? Let me break that down here.
Yeah, enlighten us, please.
So, and what he means by that is the road that he's been driving on as of recently to get to these shows has been nothing but nice. He hasn't gotten into any bumps, nicks, any popped tires, any blown engines, any belts or anything, and he's healthy and he's doing well.
But he couldn't do better than a fifth grader when he got tested by Timothy Titan and
I couldn't either. It's okay. It happens.
No, you know what? But Godric was expected to do like the very best. I mean, like he was.
You see, what happened was he got a rough question. Okay, it was a tough one.
Well, because they expected Godric to be the best. I mean, listen. I mean, he's. The man who uses the big words. He's got the big vocabulary out. He's that's who he is. And, that's who he is. And yes, hello to Omen. And yes, Mr. Black, been far too long. I've been making my travels and having many a soiree. And how about you, sir? And Day could get a chance to be the IMF the IMF undisputed heavyweight champion. You could be the, you've wrestled some big names of late, but to be the undisputed heavyweight champion, sir. Yeah.
Day Jameson, the undisputed heavyweight Keystone State champion. Now that's
a ring. That has a ring, bro. That is definitely a ring.
I think IMF might have to give me a little ring.
If they haven't, I'll make sure that the proprietor connects you.
Banana phone.
After I become the champion, I'm gonna give you a quick one of these prayers afterwards.
We'll find out. And he said, with all respect due, Godric, I'm doing swell, just working on my craft and paying my bills.
Amen to that, man. Amen to that.
See, somebody got my lingo at least. Dial up. I don't. Does anybody use dial up? What's my whole thing?
If you think about it, AOL just lost it like what, last month?
Yeah, and Skype is no longer. Skype went out 3 months ago. I mean, Skype is no longer. Yeah, they folded it into Microsoft like Live. It's now Skype folded as of May. Yeah.
I got WhatsApp.
Oh, I've been under a rock.
WhatsApp. I have WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp, which is owned by Facebook. WhatsApp is under Facebook and Instagram. So, yeah, it's technology's really. This corporate stuff is just. I don't know where we are anymore.
And this is monopolism.
Let's get Monopoly out there. Play the game. A saint has fallen. Only a true demonic force can pull such a feat. Thank you for the kind words. Hit the sub button for the Banana Man. Don't trip while you're doing it. Hello. And hello. We have other people out here. Thank you. And while you're here, hit the sub button for us. And William Renee is giving. He's scared, but I have to bring him up because I'm so excited for the 27th Lestat, 3 weeks from Saturday. Too bad none of your other buddies are with you. What would you like?
I'll miss my brothers, but I don't need them by my side to kick your butt, Nene.
Talk your talk, man. Talk your mess. Talk your mess.
Actually, Mr. Renee,
I know. You, me, the 27th Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots. Ohio is going to get rocked. Can I say bananas? It's going to be banana. Not now. Okay, you can go now.
And you know what? If you want to follow Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots on YouTube, by the way, and catch some of the footage, you can actually do that because I magically have the link. So, boy, that's on. Thanks to the crack staff. And there you go. Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots. Go hit the sub. And
do we need a button again, Renee? Do we need the button again? Are you back causing problems?
You want me to get the button? You want me to get the button? No. We'll see. Let's see who else. Let's see. We have a lot more.
You can get the button, but I'll bring my hands and my fists and my banana peels.
Well, let's see. We have more comments. We have
hold off this time.
Courtney will do it for us, and I know Courtney's going to be here soon on Sportswire. So I've been saying F William Renee and telling you how much of a he is, but you didn't listen. I'm glad you see it. I'm glad you see it. You see it.
See it. I see it loud and clear.
Yeah, there you go. What else we got here? Don't forget the sweet jazz interludes on the show. Something tells me, though, you guys don't want to hear jazz. Some of you guys want to freestyle. Some of you guys want to drop some bars on here. I mean, some of you might want to drop that bass to quote Megan Trainor. But
that's a good song.
Yeah, well, I think Megan Trainor has dropped some bases literally, but that's what Ozempic does to you. But I'll leave that at that. But I said that one. We might want to censor me for that for the kids. Yeah, that's a long ride there. And William Renee says, I'm glad William Renee is basically pulling a Wyatt Black there. I mean, that's basically what he's doing, but I'm not going to go there for you guys. And obviously, hello.
Okay, so we were talking about the NACCP. This is one of the women that actually ran the NAW.
Awesome. Thank you. Let me say thank you so much. Let me say, no.
I sent her the link.
Miss Raquel.
Oh, well, you know what? Let me tell her thank you so much for all you do for the community. Thank you for all you do for putting a positive spin, especially in this world. There's so much that goes on. You don't even want to read the news. You hear just all the things that go on, and to do what you're doing. God bless you. Thank you for being such a pillar for our community. Thank you for, accepting the sport of wrestling and anything I could do for you. You let me know, whether it's send a few dollars, whether it's just put a link out there, anything I can do. You can message me. I'm at Tom Bryce on Facebook, at Sportswire, whatever you need. Thank you so much. God bless you. And just thank you for all you do for the community. So I want to take the time out to thank you for putting anything I could do, anything I could do for you and your group. You have my full support. Anyway, I can promote something, sponsor, put a photo up, whatever, a donation. I got
a guy like you coming out of New York trying to help and support a little local town such as McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Listen, Tom, that means a lot, man.
Well, you know what? My bank account should be doing more of that. No, it's a kidding. But no, I love you guys. No, you guys, anything I could do for the people. I'm a fan of the people. And just ask my dentist when he took my $4,050. And it was a joke. I try to be funny. Courtney's definitely mad, and I've seen Courtney mad on here. Go Day, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Love you, cousin.
Love you, cousin. Here. Thank you so much for all you do for our community. Please, anything I could do, let you know. And where shall we meet next? Many a mind does wonder. Big words from Godric. Can you translate for us, somebody here?
Where would you like to see me again?
I thought it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter where.
My brain has been thinking.
Well, listen, how about this? Are you guys looking? Well, how about this? Are you guys looking for new members? You guys have, big group, Ampo, Brittany Storm. I mean, are you guys like looking for new members, or it's like this is enough? We don't want to turn into NWO Black and White either, but I mean, what?
We are the collective.
We collect a lot of things.
Well, don't collect
as long as you're all about chaos and championships, then you very well could be here. I mean, I remember, and Tafua could step this there for me, and so could Lestat, but there used to be a Mad Hatter once upon a time. Now, once upon a time in a company which we do not speak of, there was a Mad Hatter, and we drove him to that point. There was another person that we drove to that point, which, Vance Strader, we miss you. There was another person that we pushed to that point. And it's very easy. If you have that special spark, if you have that special creativity, chaos, like we love the mind of Godric. Godric's mind is very expressive and it has a lot of knowledge up there. So if we're looking for someone who can break down how to do my taxes, then I think we're going to very much well me and Godric Sandwell.
I think I think we cover wrestling on Sportswire. I mean, taxes is great, but I mean, tax season is still a ways to go. Let's please, let's not think about tax season just yet, especially as independent contractors as we are. Let's not go there, please. The hot dogs, we may need a lot more hot dogs in hand to cover those. Let's easier to break down non-tax related questions. Let's move away from that. Hit the sub button for Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots. Go out there and support them, but you may want to listen to this. Day, I'll worry about you another time, friend. We've yet to cross paths for an obvious reason.
Yeah, the obvious reason.
You ban my bro. That's why.
Can you get your bleeper for me?
And your cousin's here, so let's do it for her as well.
You mother! I'm about to whoop that mother. I swear to God, I'm about to do all that. I ain't playing no more games. You keep on playing with me. I swear to God, I'm about to shoot. I'm about to William Renee.
Actually, it's Willie Nene.
Yeah, I'm about to whip it, Nene, after I'm done whooping his mother. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've got a better one. You ready for this? You basically, you shot. You basically called you shot. It wasn't quite your Instagram, Facebook Live a few months ago, but it was definitely in the vein of it. I should say it on the air. I actually talked to a few wrestlers off the air. I said, we're not going to go day level on Facebook. And everybody chuckled. Like, no, we said it because we love you. We said it because obviously, we love Day. And, I was like, we had a joke. I was saying it off the air. I won't say which wrestlers, but you definitely know them. And like, we're not going to go like day level tonight on Sportswire. Like, yeah. And everybody chuckled.
Congratulations, little bro. You made a meter. It's great.
And let's get to Ampo because this comment definitely won't be destroyed. This coming Saturday, me and Day will win the SCW tag belts. The following Saturday, me and Day will win the WVWF tag belts. I mean, I guess I may have to keep an eye on that at September to Remember. Boy, a lot of September to Remembers. Coming up there on the 27th, the JICW Cruiserweight belt. Day will win that. Mr. Tafura will win the hybrid belt on the 13th. Lestat will take Williams' belt. So maybe that, if my math sounds correct, we talked about right. Listen, time out. We talked about at the beginning of the show. First I had it 5. Then you had it 6. But guys, I mean, last I checked, I mean, I'm talking now 7, 8. I mean, we're talking almost a baker's dozen 8 championship belts. Boy, at this point,
Almost
are you guys going to have to go through luggage? Are you going to
Yes.
have somebody carry
I'm
the
gonna
belts
need an
for
extra
you?
bag just for
I was gonna say
champions.
bag checks, everything. Yep.
Good Lord.
You know, I do have a nice banana-sized radio flyer for all our titles too. We can carry.
You know what? That's a great
Beautiful.
idea. You know, you might have to move some banana space. You know, so those belts don't get tripped up in luggage, or the zipper doesn't get tripped up. You know, hopefully you don't want that to happen. So you guys could have so many championships at this point. I mean, you know, maybe you won't even remember which one you have. You'd be like, oh, that was
That's what I'm
that was.
thinking. Be like, yo, I'm gonna think I'm grabbing my
Is that
championship. I'm
Lestat's belt?
grabbing
Yo,
Daniel's
is that the
championship.
Foo's
Like,
belt? Wait, maybe Day's got too many. You know, Ampo's got this and that. I mean, listen, at this point, you might have to like put name tags on those championship belts.
yeah, we need nameplates, yo.
I
We need
always
the
keep mine close to me.
He said,
Well,
I sleep with my championship.
Well, you know what? And we
Power
love
with
Courtney.
my
Yes, we love
championship.
Courtney. And then Ampo wakes up from his dream. Well, he was here. He was here tonight. I mean, I will say he was here tonight.
William, you're mad. You're scared. You're ducking me. Like, how about you have your father who runs your company contact me and give me a date to come up there and whoop your bleep? Okay? Yeah. How about you have Papa Renee contact me and say, hey, I need you to come up here and beat my son's bleep. But the thing with that is your father knows that I'm gonna beat your and
Beep.
then I'm taking over your company.
Hey, don't worry, I'll leave you some pickings of Nay after the 27th. After I'm done with him.
Definitely
Have fun. Have
a
fun
lot
because
of
when I
shots
was
fired.
locked up in the psych ward, I got jumped while I was pretty already beat up. So I'm pretty sure he'd be okay with like, you know, beating his little, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna finish the beating because his father did not beat him senseless the way that he should have whenever he was a child.
Unfortunately.
A lot of shots fired there. Certainly, CM Punk would be envious of those shots being fired. And
Let's light
yeah,
it up, light it tonight.
yeah, she's supposed to be coming apparently to
Insert
if you
plug here.
believe what they say online. Who knows? Ampo will share those words about William Renee later this week. You can go to his Instagram page. I know that match is coming, which I know what that means. We're getting ready soon to get off the air. I know what that means. And yes, I remember him. Go sub today. Go sub to Tiff. I know we're getting there. Okay, I get it. I do remember, and a tip of the hat, Daniel knows people. We love Day. Yes, we do. Day is too funny. So how many championships does the Freebird rule apply to?
All of them. I don't know.
There's so many. Yeah, it might actually apply to all of them. That's
All
a
of
good
them.
point. Also, not to remind you, but I will. Why would I worry about the weakest member of the group?
Oh. I don't think Nene, you're not wrestling Charles.
Do you see what I did with this? This once upon a time was a full kendo stick. You see what I did with? Do you see how crooked this is? Well, William, I've been champion for well over 200 days. How long have you been champion? Oh, let me get that right. How many bodies have you killed to get to this opportunity, William? None of them, because everything was handed to you on a silver freaking platter. Don't forget where we lie. Don't forget where we stand. We were bred differently. You might be a little bit older than me, but I promise you, my killing instinct is 10 times better than yours. Don't.
Said you're a grown man who grabs a weapon.
Grab the weapon, yeah. And you know how many grown men grab weapons and kill people on a day-to-day basis where I'm from? Yeah, be happy it wasn't one of them.
We'll bleep that one out because we don't want anyone to get killed. After all, we did have the NAACP here, so please, if you're in the chat from the NAACP, you didn't hear that, and invite Day to your church. Please do still invite him. Yeah, we got that. You know what? I think I've got the point. Okay, fellas, obviously this is really getting tense, and it's collective day. We want to keep it that way, and maybe we should get to closing thoughts here. First, let's go with Daniel Tafua. Let me give you some closing thoughts here. You want to say any final words for September 13th, whatever else? It's your moment here because this is going to get
so for September 13th, James Enoch, I step foot in the ring with you one-on-one, title versus title. And guess what? I'm leaving with that hybrid championship. And yes, I will have the whole damn world in my hands, and you'll remember the name of Daniel Tafu.
And that's why he is the reigning, defending USWA Universal Champion. And that's why you should hit a sub to his YouTube page, because that's where you can see his content. And you'll see him in the ring coming up next Saturday, the WVWF September to Remember, in a title for title match against the Chemical Valley Gunslinger, James Enoch. Boy, can't wait for that one there. But the Banana Man, Lestat, I want to give you the floor. I want to give you some closing thoughts. And you're in the ring coming up here this Saturday. I have that poster up for it. You have anything else you want to plug, share, or say? I'm passing the baton to you. And I hope that you won't be a stranger. And I hope that maybe you'd like to come here more often, hopefully.
Well, now that I have an open invitation, I'll be more happy to accept and be on the show a little bit more. But come this Saturday, Charlotte Roy is going to get bananas, BNANAS, when I beat not only RK Sawyer and Brother Wolf, I will also be the new Monsters champion. And at the end of the month, the 27th, I'm going to beat that little person. Thank you. I almost needed that. I'm going to beat Nene for the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots Championship, and I will be 3 belts, and I'll bring that to my family, the Collective, because we're all about chaos and championships.
You are listening to Collective Belt Collectors of the Mid-Atlantic. There is no question you guys are that.
Not chaos. We are reckoning for championships.
Well, the reckoning is coming. The reckoning is coming, and Lestat is going to be in the ring this coming Saturday for Mon Valley Pro Wrestling. He is also going to be in the ring for Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots. You are going to see him in a number of other places, I can assure you, coming up in the near and distant future. And give him a sub also on YouTube. Follow his Facebook page, just like everybody else here in the group. Follow their pages, and I promise you, you will won't be disappointed. Dave Jameson, I know I've got the last word with you, and I know you'll have plenty to say. You always do. I'm passing the baton to you. I'm just letting you rip when it comes to you, and just take it away, because I don't even have to ask you anything else further. So go right ahead.
This weekend, me and Poe become SCW Tag Team Champions. Next weekend, we become WVWF Tag Team Champions. The following weekend after that, I go down to Indiana and I become a Cruiserweight Champion. And you know what happens at the end of the month? We have a huge collective celebration. William, I understand that you're saying there's reasons on why me and you haven't crossed paths yet, and that's okay, because every coward ducks their tail whenever they're scared. I understand. It's okay. So what I'm going to need you to do is grab your little silver spoon that you've never picked up a day in your life and actually use it. I have never backed down to a single soul whenever it came down to my professional wrestling career, and I'm going to make sure that I continue to do what I'm doing. Every single man that's on here right now, except for Sir Tom, has been in the ring with me, has seen my chaos. And William, as someone who is a family member, you know exactly what I bring to the table. Don't underestimate me, and find me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. You know, you said something before we sign off, and you talked about a celebration. Well, if you win all these championships, or you win extra championships, whatever it is, I'll tell you what, fellas. You said celebration. Well, you do what you guys say you're going to do in a couple of weeks. You pick the time and place. I'll not only bring you guys back, but I'll put the group collectively in the Sportzwire Radio Hall of Fame. You guys do what you do. You guys say what you're going to do, and collectively become those belt collectors and bring home those championships. Yeah, it'll be collective country, but you'll also be collectively in the Sportzwire Radio Hall of Fame. How's that sound, fellas?
That sounds absolutely phenomenal.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You need to follow these guys. It's Collective Day on all Sportswire radio platforms. Zilla, you said it. You said it best. And Aaron Poe certainly said it best, because This is Collective Country. And ladies and gentlemen, this was the Collective. This was the Banana Man. Na, 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 na. Lestat, Bananas. That is the reigning, defending USWA Universal Champion, Daniel Tafua. That is the psycho killer himself, the USWA Keystone State Champion, Dave Jamison. Fellas, thank you so much. This was definitely a memorable episode, and looking forward to collectively putting you guys in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame here in a few weeks when you become the belt collectors of the Mid-Atlantic. Fellas, thank you so much. And Ampo, thank you for the hologram version of you. And we'll see you guys in a few weeks, I think. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally with all music and wrestling matters. If you're here, hit the sub button for us. I'll be back here tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Rhea Silver. She'll be back here to talk about the All Out War. And we were here with certainly All Out War of an episode with the Collectives, well, a hologram version of Ampo the Destroyer. We had on the Banana Man Lestat for his debut. Daniel Tafua, the reigning defending USWA Universal Champion, who wants to be the hybrid Universal United States Champion. Dave Jamison, who wants to get so many belts, so many name tags for him. And and I'm Tom Bryce, and we'll see everybody here tomorrow night. Please support these guys. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram. I'll connect you promoters out there. You want to talk with them, I'll do that when we're off the air, and we'll give you the physical copy of the certificate. We'll see you guys in a few weeks. And until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Oh, and the number one, Global Radio, that is Sportswire Radio with all music and wrestling matters. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.